It's Monday, and it's my favorite day of the week. Beebe here, your host and co-owner of HoneyBeeMade in Big Flats, New York. It's Monday and we're open from noon to 5. I am not only your host, but your opener of the gift shop. If you happen to be in the neighborhood, we'd love to talk with you. Today was pretty much an uneventful day, but my Monday always starts out basically loading up the bee-mobile with jars and jars and jars and jars of honey to get us through the week without hopefully me having to necessarily bottle more honey every night of the week based on the way we have to do it right now. But of course, if we make big sales, you're not going to hear me complain. But I load up the bee-mobile and come down here on a Monday morning to open up the gift shop and stock those shelves, that's for sure. So Monday was pretty much an uneventful day. Tuesday was a completely different story, and I knew Tuesday was going to be a very long day. I had a long to-do list. First thing I had to do was leave before the crack of dawn to go to Alfred State College to the Culinary Arts Department in Wellsville, New York. I had to be back in time to open up the gift shop by noon. I had to clean up and organize our back room because we had the Twin Tiers Beekeeping Club meeting at 6 o'clock, and I knew that I wouldn't get home until about 8 o'clock at night. So it was going to be a long day. But there was a surprise that I did not anticipate. Tuesday started out as a routine day. It was planned and scheduled. I loaded up the bee-mobile way before the crack of dawn so I could get up to Wellsville. Loaded up the bee-mobile full of bee boxes, woodenware as beekeepers will call it. I will be mentoring Chef Scott up at Alfred State to become a beekeeper right there on their campus, and that way they can learn how to keep bees and serve some local fresh honey in their restaurant. The drive to Wellsville is always a gorgeous, beautiful drive no matter what time of year it is. I finally arrive at Alfred State, and boy, I love being on that campus and being a part of that culinary arts program. Finally made it. Finally made it to Wellsville, the culinary arts program, where I'm going to drop off a couple of beehives with the woodenware for beehives that we'll install next spring. I know these guys up here from being a culinary arts instructor myself at the high school level. These guys are at the college level, and that's how I got to know them. We're kind of affiliated, but here we go. The chefs up there and I are good friends. We've been good friends for several years, as I was a culinary arts instructor at the high school level. They are at the college level. So I had some deep connections with these guys. Culinary students helped me unload the bee-mobile. I didn't get any video footage of that. Got a little wrapped up and a little bit busy. And Chef Scott gave me a tour as to where those honeybees are going to go in the spring. Their building trades people and construction people laid out a nice area full of gravel. Measure right out. They're going to get an electric fence up and everything, and you can see it here. And they're going to use this shed, and they're moving it here in this video. They're going to use this shed for storage for the beekeeping equipment, and on the front porch is where the beehives are going to be. There's going to be 2 beehives. And I'm going to mentor them through the whole ordeal. I'm looking forward to it because I absolutely love going to Alfred State. So I ended my day there. I needed to be back here at the gift shop by noon to open up. I drove by apiary number 2 just to see what was going on, making sure everything was okay. And it's on the right-hand side coming down back to the gift shop. I look over and it was a bear strike. And as you can see by the footage here, it was pretty significant damage. There were 7 colonies that were alive. 2 survived that the bear did not touch. It was a mess. It took me the rest of the day to clean that area up, and I had a helper move the 2 alive colonies over to Apiary A here at HQ. And what happened was we had like 4 days of nothing but gray skies, no sunshine, and we used solar power to charge our batteries for the electric fence. I knew better. For some reason, I just didn't go over there to check things out. Otherwise, I think that this could have been avoided. But until next spring, there's no bees at Apiary number 2. And I tried to videotape myself at the time so you can get my emotion on camera. But you can see me talking here, but the video didn't take. I don't know why it was muted. So that was a learning curve there. So as you can tell or can imagine, I was devastated. It's never a good feeling. Those bears, they don't know. They're hungry and they're looking to bulk up for winter. It's just the electric fence was down. So the 2 alive colonies came over here to Apiary number 1 or Apiary A, and I got that all cleaned up. And we had the beekeepers meeting at 6 o'clock. It was a decent turnout, and I got home at 8:30 in the evening. It was a long day. I'm still getting over the loss of those bees. Baseball great, baseball legend Lou Gehrig once said, "I love to win, but I also love to lose almost as much." I thought that was an astounding quote. I just happened to stumble across it but at the end of Tuesday, and I thought I'm going to mention that here on this video. I think that was a good approach to looking at life. It's all a part of the deal. Losing the bees, it is what it is. I move on. I'm not going to give up. Oh my gosh, but I do have some solutions to conquer over at that bee yard. I'm going to make my own solar charged fence. I'm talking to some guys that know their stuff, but it won't be until next spring. Hopefully we can get that going, because that was a nice spot to get honey just down the road. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Burt Beebe here, and remember, if it's honey, it's HoneyBeeMade. And we'll catch you on the bee side.